Welcome to a solo episode of It's Culture Babe, and this is the episode where I'm just gonna talk on a certain topic. It's just me and my thoughts on why is it that you're not started in business? Or why is it that you're not, putting effort into the project you have on your mind? And I want to talk about it because this is something close to me. I have been in this. I will be experiencing something like that in the future. And even now, I have one project that I keep postponing. So this past week, I've heard from 3 different people that, oh, I have this idea, I wanted to start YouTube, or I have this idea, I've been wanting to do this. And then whatever comes afterwards, right? You can probably imagine how this goes. Why this is happening. Reason number one, you're lying to yourself. Yes, you're lying to yourself. You're telling yourself that you want to do something when deep inside you don't want it. And for that reason, you will always be finding why you can't do it, why you will not do it. You will not find the inspiration to proceed if this is not something that's actually true to you. And I've been there so many times. We tell ourselves that we want to do something, but for all the wrong reasons. First of all, you need to understand what are your own values, what is valuable and important to you. And if you go from there, you will always find motivation. Things that hold high value for you, you will need to convince yourself to do them. Of course, in our daily life, there are things that maybe hold little value, but they are just there. We kind of have to go through those motions. But when it comes to pursuing your dreams, your passions, projects, anything like that, and it can be anything. It doesn't have to be just professional or monetary. It can be relationships. It can be romantic or friendships. It can be the way you want to live, the type of person you want to be. The most important thing is really sit down and be honest with yourself. Like it's just between you and you. Be so honest with yourself. If no one can ever even see it or hear it, it's such a big secret. You can say anything and there will be no consequences. That's how honest you need to be to yourself. I will use this example of a friend of mine who been talking about starting a YouTube channel. If you tell yourself that you want to start a YouTube channel, but what is the reason for it? Is it because you expect that you will be able to monetize it? Is it because you think you will be quitting your job thanks to that? Is it you want to gain some fame or be visible? Is it sharing knowledge? What is the reason? There's no wrong reason, to be honest, but it has to be aligned with your heart. It has to be aligned with your soul. If you want to start YouTube channel because you see other people doing that, but in your heart you just love to stay at home and read, you want to do crafts, you don't even like to talk to people that much, then why would you do that to yourself? Find a different way to share. Let me repeat that. Number one, the reason why you're not doing what you say you want to do is because you might be lying to yourself about that that's really what you want. Reason number two can be it's not the right time. Yes, it's possible. Think about it. We go through life and it's very cyclical. I feel like life being cyclical is something some people understand better than other people, but it doesn't change the fact. Perhaps you really have a good idea, and it's even the idea that's aligned with you, with your own truth. But chances are maybe it's not the right time, and there can be different reasons for this. It could be maybe you are still in gathering phase. In the gathering phase is when you are still learning, you are still receiving information, you are still gathering and processing how things gonna be. Maybe you're still resting. Maybe you're still in your resting phase. And you need that because you will need that strength in the future. Because in the future what you want to work on will require more effort. It can be that. Maybe it's not the right time because the idea you have now is not quite complete. You don't know it. You are just confused why you're not proceeding. But there are things that we don't know. We do not know what we don't know. And that is that in the future, it can be very soon, you will receive an idea, you will just have this insight that actually you need to do it differently. Something needs to be different. You know, you can live your life however you choose to live it. If you choose to just push for things, and it's one way to do it, at the end of the day, it's just experiences. I will not tell you this is wrong or this is right. I will just say these are the possibilities that exist. You know, so you can choose to actually push for things when you think that it's the right thing to do. And you can push for it. And if you push hard enough, eventually you will get a result. 100%. It has been proven. And also, I've done that many times. I pushed for things, and just because I thought it's the right thing to do, like I had to do it, that like it's normal that things are hard and you know you just need to overcome it, and it really strengthens you. Learn a lot about yourself from going this way. If you feel impatient or just don't feel like waiting for the right timing is for you, or waiting at all is for you, then push through the resistance and work on that. Go for it. It's one way to learn a lot. Just be ready that it might not be as smooth sailing as when things align, but it's okay. Either way, you create your own life. The third reason that comes to my mind is the way you talk. And this is something that I would think that many people are already aware of, but the way you talk about anything, especially about yourself, things you do, your daily life, your projects, your dreams and aspirations, is very, very important. If you bring yourself down for having an idea, of course you will not have the energy to actually go for it and pursue something. If you keep talking in condescending way about your skills, about your experiences, and how dare you talk in that way about your own experience? You're the master of your own experience. No one else can be. Really pay attention. How do you talk about yourself? How many times I hear people say, "Oh, I'm so stupid." No. Why would you say that? What if you just said, "Oh, I did great"? Or what if you just said, "Well, this wasn't my best, but yeah, I'm gonna do better next time." It's really a matter of choice. And I understand that, especially at first, it will make you feel so uncomfortable. If you're used to talking a certain way about yourself and praising yourself, appreciating yourself, being kind to yourself is new, then of course the feeling will be very awkward. But like with anything else, eventually you will get used to it. Imagine how awkward it was when you tried to tie your shoes for the first time. I wasn't really good at that. Or brushing your teeth. I don't know if there's someone who really loves brushing their teeth. I just go through motions, but it was just something that was very awkward at first. Like, how do you fit that toothbrush in your mouth? Anyway, I'm sidetracking, you get the point. To summarize it again, the way you talk about yourself will influence how you feel. The way you feel will then influence your actions. And this is not new science. This is something that's been proven. This is something you can read in any psychology book. So do yourself a favor and be nice to yourself. Ultimately, whether you actually do what you say you want to do or don't do it, it's up to you, and there is no right or wrong way to go around this. It can be also great to get a coach or mentor. For me personally, it was one of the best investments I had. And I understand that maybe not everyone has a budget for that, but you can also just find someone you trust, someone you feel good around, but also someone who is able to keep you accountable. We surround ourselves with people who are nice to us, they agree with us, but that's not where the growth is. A good friend will be honest with you and tell you their honest opinion. Before I finish this episode, I just want to say that one thing I actually saw on social media, and that is talking about a thing is not doing the thing. Dreaming about a thing is not doing the thing. Saying you will do the thing is not doing the thing. Wishing you did the thing is not doing the thing. complaining about not doing the thing is not doing the thing. And I can go on like this because it was really long, but I believe you get the point. I hope you all find the motivation you're looking for and the energy to go for what you find meaningful.